Hello, what is happening? Welcome to Football Manager 2021. Yes, this is the beta. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are excited as well. If you are, make sure you leave a like on the video below. We're doing an all or nothing part 2. So, Jose Mourinho failed last season to get Tottenham to the top 4 and also to win possibly a trophy. And as harsh as Daniel Levy is with his money, he said, Jose, it's time to go. So it's our turn to take over this season with Jose's team and try and get them back to where they do belong. Tottenham are having a good season so far, so I do expect them to do pretty well this season. But they are predicted to finish, I think the 6th, but it is saying here to qualify for the Champions League, semi-finals of the FA Cup, Europa League, to reach the quarter-finals in the Europa League, and Carabao Cup, of course, is not important. Other things within the 5-year plan: maximum 2-year contracts for players over the age of 30, well within the wage budget, and then there's all this as well, since they've added a lot more to the club culture: attacking football, sign players under the age of 22, player possession football, develop young players, don't sign players over the age of 80, sign English players, and play entertaining football. Just showing you here, as you can see on the season preview, Spurs are predicted to finish 7th. And if you take over just a normal generic team and you think, oh, you know, you're finishing 7th, but you're expected to finish top. They're expecting you to finish in the top 4. It's not as easy as it seems. And I think I've had a look already, and I think a few Spurs players have had a little nerf. In terms of how good they, kind of are after last season. But, there's still some quality. There's Harry Kane in there, there's Heung-min Son, Ndombele, of course, Gareth Bale, which is on loan. Looking at Gareth Bale real quickly, I think his physicals have gone down just slightly. I think his mentals... Looking at a few players in this game, I think a lot of mentals for players have been nerfed a little bit. Adama Traore is one example, and Daniel Podence at Wolves. Like, their mentals were very poor, and I don't know if it's disrespectful to Gareth Bale, but really, is that how good they really think his mentals are? Maybe they're just doing it because, obviously his technicals are very gifted, but this guy is like a 4-time Champions League winner. He's a serial winner, and even if you look at his stats, you guys can't see it down here. 80 goals in 170 games, 40 goals, 146 at Spurs. He's probably he was one of the best players in the world at one point. He wasn't the best, but he was scouted to Real Madrid for a record fee for a reason, and his mentals aren't that great. But of course, Harry Kane, you compare Kane's mentals to Bale, and Bale's succeeded far more than what Kane has ever had, but yet his mentals are insane. So it's interesting to see, how that's kind of worked. Hold on, what does it say? Should be looking to move to a bigger club. May have a problem. But I've been looking through the squad. With the goalkeeper situation, they've got 2 players over the age of 30 already, and Gazaniga, who's not really that good. So maybe a goalkeeper, maybe in a season or 2, possibility. I think at the end of this year, I'll be looking to get rid of probably Paolo and Joe Hart, and maybe bringing in a younger goalkeeper. It's only 50k in wages, but I don't need 3 keepers. I never put one on the bench. Centre back, they definitely need maybe 2 centre backs possibly. Eric Dyer doesn't look too bad defensively. Obviously, as a ball playing defender, he's not the fastest, acceleration wise, but he's got decent pace. But everything else for a ball playing defender is pretty good. They've also got Toby, but Toby is 31, and he usually don't really keep players around the 28, 29, 30 age. I think once they're in the prime or going past the prime, that's when I do look to sell on and bring some younger players in. So if you guys do know any wonder kids already in the game, let me know, because Spurs definitely need them. Right back and left back as well, Sergio Aurier, never been a fan. He's a clown, but in the game he's not too bad. He's a pretty decent right back, but I might be looking to cash in because Matt Doherty is 28 and obviously he's only just signed, so I might be looking for a younger English right back, and the one I always look at anyway would be like the likes of Max Aarons. Left back as well, Ben Davis. He's injured pretty much all the time. I'm surprised he's not injured there. But we've got Sergio Reguilon, who's 23. He was going to be, claiming that spot. So I might be able to cash in on Davis while he has got a good price, and bring in another young left back to, kind of stay behind Reguilon and kind of learn from him. In midfield, I'm really not sure what to do in midfield. I usually play like a 3 in the midfield, but I might go for the 4-2-3-1 formation. I'll show you guys later on in the video. Because we do have the likes of Dele Alli, who, incredibly, his stats are still very good. And in FM20, his work rate was 17, which has had a nerf, but he's still pretty good. So I'm thinking of, I'm not too sure what roles I'm going to be playing, because I do normally play like a box-to-box, but I don't know if I can play a box-to-box and Mez and then an advanced playmaker going further up. I know Dele's an attacking midfielder, but I do have the likes of Giovanni Lo Celso, who I do rate and I do think is a very good player. Play him in that number 10 role, and then maybe dropping down to a 3 in midfield, more deeper midfield when we do play like a way more of a counter-attacking style. But going forward, I mean, it speaks for itself. You know, Harry Kane and Son's definitely going to be playing, possibly be playing Kane. But the one thing is, I might be using inverted wingers on both sides. So the likes of Lucas Moura, he's probably going to be looking to someone else and be looking to move on. Carlos Vinicius, I don't think I'll be keeping him. He's like, I think it want 40 million for him. But I mean, he'll be alright for the one season. They do have Troy Parrott. And one thing I just want to say is, I looked in the under-23s, Getson Fernandez. He was a wonder kid at one point, and he was somebody who you wanted, but they do not rate him at all. Especially in Football Manager, he looks very, very bang average. And the thing is, an optional future fee of 56 million. I don't think we're going to be taking that one. He has a release clause of 110. So I do believe we do have a good squad. We're not too far behind where we want to be. You know, we've got the likes of Bergwijn for cover. We've got, you know, I mean, we've got Eric Lamela. I'm not really a huge fan of him, but I will be looking for somebody next season I think would be good enough this year. But I think top 4 is definitely, you know, possible. I don't see why not. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all the tactics. I'm going to go through all the staff. I'm going to go through everything, because looking through this, it's pretty much the same as last year in FM20. But I just want to, you know, there's not really too much more to show you, but only when we kind of go through the game itself. Obviously report bug here because this is a beta version. But in terms of like the youngsters as well, there's not really anybody I can really bring through this year. But yeah, I'm gonna fast forward all the way to the first game of the season, and if I do make any transfers, any changes, then I will let you guys know, and I'll see you there. Okay, we are back. It is not the first game of the season. It's actually the third game. It's the second league game. We had West Ham in the first game, and then we also had Arsenal in the second league game. But I've come to realize, as you guys will be able to see here, there's quite a lot of bugs. The fixtures have got a lot of bugs. As you can see here, we're playing Arsenal 3 times in 3 months. Twice in the Premier League. We're playing home and away by the 21st of November. And then we got them in the Carabao Cup third round. I was like, great. And then that was just before we played our first Europa League game. And then we had Arsenal on the Wednesday. And then it's changed the fixture to Sunday. And then put Newcastle to Wednesday. So I'm kind of a little bit confused about what's going on, what is happening there. I think it is a bug that I've been looking through the reports. Just going through the fixtures real quick. We did play West Ham in the first game of the season. This was a little scare. Can I go into the game? I can. So this is how it looks. So you can see the notable events here. We started off pretty well. Højbjerg scored a cracking goal from outside the box. And then Lo Celso got fed in by Bergwijn and he scored. He came in. And what I've noticed playing, and I did like a save with Wolves on Twitch. Keeping hold of a lead isn't as easy as what it probably used to be. Twice when I was at Wolves, you know, we were 2-3-0 up, and then teams were coming back, and West Ham did that exactly with Bowen. He scored, and then Doherty gave away a penalty, went to VAR. I highlight the whole VAR kind of like scene change. It's pretty clean, and I think looking at these types of things on the game, it looks pretty clean. I like it. Which to West, Haller scored the penalty, and I brought it back to 2-2. And then I brought Dele Alli on around about the 78-79 minute, and the first time he touched the ball, Declan Rice snapped him. 2-footed challenge, got himself sent off from the resulting free kick, and we went down and we won a penalty. And I'm thinking, oh great, you know, this is the bigger team kind of look. Harry Kane on penalties, never misses penalties. As you can see quite clearly, Harry Kane missed his penalty, and I'm thinking, really, these have got 10 men. This cannot happen. But of course, Gareth Bale on his return after 7.5 years on his debut back in his second, you know, debut for Spurs. Scores in the 87th minute. I kept him on. He's pretty fit. You know, he's a little bit more fitter than what he is like IRL. So you can start him off from the rip. But You know, he got his goal right-footed across the goal. We beat West Ham 3-2. Very, very happy with that. And then we played IFK Göteborg. I think that's how I said it right. 1-0. 93rd minute Harry Kane header. He came off the bench. I rotated the team because, you know, due to all the fixture list, you know, all the congestion. And yeah, we kind of, I mean, I thought we could be FM'd. You know, there was a highlight on the 92nd minute. They had one shot, not on target. Expected goals of 0.06. I was like, please do not counter me. Please do not counter me. But no, Aurier with a great cross. Kane nods it in. And we win and we go through to the next round. We're playing Shakhtar Silogorsk. I think I said that right. We're playing them in the next round. But in the next round, in the 4th round, we have the possibility of playing Rangers. I'm excited. Because Scottish football and people who think Scottish football is good, and of course a majority of Scottish fans think they can compete with the Premier League. So I think if we do get Rangers, I might do that game. Because I want to try and do like a game like every 2 months. So I was thinking of doing Arsenal, then doing Arsenal again. I didn't want to do Arsenal 3 times in a row with the Carabao Cup. But that's what I'm thinking of doing. In terms of transfers, real quick, the only player I have sold is, well, I mean, I've sold quite a few youngsters, but I've let go of Lucas Moura to Manchester United. Obviously, his value has gone up, you know, he's on higher wages, contract's gone longer, but he didn't really suit how I was trying to play. I was thinking of bringing a few more players in. The other player I'm trying to sell is Serge Aurier. I'm trying to get him out, but the transfers from the AI are just the same. United came in with a £12 million bid for Lucas Moura. Somehow got it up to like 25 million with add-ons, and then Wuhan came in for Serge Aurier for 4 million, and he's worth 22. So I'm like, but I think it might be due to finances on the first season. That's a possibility. So I might keep him for this year because I have been trying to unsettle Max Aarons. I did mention that earlier on in the video. I'm trying to bring him in, but I'm not really going to do too much to the team already this season. I'm pretty happy. We've got a good depth in certain areas. We've got a few injuries though. For this game, Højbjerg is out, and so is Son Heung-min. Struggled to say that for some reason. Sonny's out, Højbjerg's out, and so is Lamela, but Lamela wasn't going to be playing anyway. So my team, also, yeah, and the tactics I've gone for is a sweeper keeper, ball playing defenders on cover, because we do play a high line with playing offside role, but you know, due to sometimes on counter attacks, I like to have my centre backs on covers. Wing backs on attacking, they get in and around. I've gone for an inside forward on this side because I want this one to be a little bit more attacking. So I've had a box to box to kind of cover this area, because Bergwijn's going to be up there, Reguilon's going to be up there, Doherty's going to be around there, but Bale's going to be on the inside here. So then this leaves Ndombele to have all the free room to kind of do what he needs to do. And I've gone for a shadow striker. I'm unsure like how to play this number 10, but I've gone for a shadow striker. It's what I used before. I want someone else just to get in the box. I've got Lo Celso in there at the moment, but I know Dele Alli can play there again, so hopefully we can recreate the form with Dele Alli, because Lo Celso can play here, Ndombele can play as a box to box, and Ali can play there. But I'm just kind of keeping it as it is at the moment. Hopefully, you know, we're at Arsenal, we're at home. That's my team selection. Let's get straight into it. I've already done the subs. I've had to put a keeper on the bench due to having a few injuries. But also as well, I had my microphone over here really close to my PC, and it was making like a really loud like vibration noise, and I think you heard it when I spoke. But I thought it could have been the fan, but I think my fan was actually turned off. So I'm testing this as well to make sure like that noise doesn't come through. So this is also the new team talk if you guys haven't seen it yet, and I have to be honest, I really don't like it. I don't like this part here, with the players at the top. I just don't get why like it doesn't go from keeper to striker down here, and then you subs down this side, keep it, you know, it looks clean, but it looks very, you know, like I don't know where I'm looking. And if you're somebody who's kind of new to FM, it looks very confusing. So it's not really something that I do enjoy. But yeah, let's okay, let's go assertively. Let's point the finger. Let's have a look. Go out there and impress me. Okay, defenders, have faith. Have faith in midfielders and the striker. Harry Kane looking professional as always. Here we are at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium at home to Arsenal. Full crowd, of course. This is also the new UI for the highlight part. I mean, what do we even call this part? The part in between the highlights. Yeah, there we go. That's how I'm saying. But the shouts have changed a little bit. We've got encourage, we've got calm down, focus, fire up, no pressure, demand more, praise, and berate. This here, because I don't play short passing, is probably the most frustrating thing ever, because I go, always ignore. Do you want this type of advice to always be ignored automatically? Yes, ignore. But it'll happen the next game. Okay, Matt Doherty's got a bruised thigh. It's a little bit confused. I don't know if I like it or not. I'm not too sure if I do like it. The way that everything is and the way everything's set out. But we do have a chance here. Ndombele. Okay. I don't know. I'm not too sure that was. And the game seemed to go by a little bit quicker than what I used to. I don't know what I've got it on. I've got it on key highlights. But they do seem to go a little bit quicker in between highlights compared to last year. And there's Harry Kane. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to go in. Over the bar from Kane. But yeah, if we can try and grab a win, because Arsenal did lose the last game to City and they got 2 players sent off. They got Kolasinac and Socrates, I think. I can't remember who they got sent off. But you can see Arsenal's team here. They're playing 3 at the back. They've got Leno, Holding, El Neni, Saka, Bellerin, Partey and Xhaka in midfield. They've got Aubameyang accommodated on the left to, well, accommodate Lacazette. But I can imagine Lacazette's going to be a little bit better in a game than he is in real life. This is Sissoko into Bergwijn. Doherty, who has got the knock still. Kane, let's go. Harry Kane with his 2nd goal of the season. He didn't score that penalty against West Ham. I was a little bit worried, but he did grab the goal here against Arsenal. His customary North London derby goal. It's pretty. I think having the fullbacks on attacking makes their. I mean, I'm guessing Aubameyang's playing on an attacking kind of role there, and there's what's that? And what's his name? Pepe on the right side. So my fullbacks can get in behind them. I think there is space there, but obviously we do have to be careful. But that's why I've got my centre backs on cover, in case that does happen. I was gonna get them to play out wide a little bit, but you know, to where they do go out wide. But I didn't want them to be too stretched. I'm kind of just leaving it as it is. And also, this is the halftime backroom advice. But this part here, wait, okay, it's fixed here. Okay, so we can see here. Passing completion, pretty good. I think Kane and Doherty are the lowest. Got the crosses. As you can see, my Gareth Bale's. You can see here, like it does work. Like an inverted winger, Gareth Bale has attempted 9 crosses. Unfortunately, he hasn't got one on. He's only got 1 cross so far. I think 11%. But yeah, it's pretty interesting to see. Oh wait, am I looking? Yeah, it is Gareth Bale, isn't it? Yeah, so you can see, like, you know, what's happening, and I think it kind of throws it in your face for you to have a look at this. Even tackling, like Bergwijn's having a few tackles. You know, good lad. And the heading, you got everything else, which is then obviously average rating, but you can see here Lo Celso's not looking too well. This is the condition of plays here. And then you got the analytical data with the expected goals, etc. Arsenal weren't looking too bad before we grabbed our goal. And this is the average positions. You can see here, like Arsenal playing a lot deeper, and where players are playing specifically. You can see Saka's pushed up more compared to Bellerin. You know, he's pretty close to Aubameyang. Partey is deeper than Xhaka, but you can see with us, and this is what we're trying to do, the 4-2-3-1. Yeah, that part of it is actually pretty interesting. I'm going to monitor Lo Celso though. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, I don't want him to get complacent. Okay, don't get play. Kane's demotivated. Why? Come on, Harry. All right, is Lo Celso took an actual knock, or is he just? I think he might have regained his health. Regained his condition. Oh god, we're playing Call of Duty, boys. We'll be playing Call of Duty on Friday. Oh, Lo Celso's in. Oh, good save, Leno. I forget how to say footballers' names when I'm recording. I don't know what it is. He still wants to be subbed. Do we bring Ali on? I think we wait a little bit. I think we do wait. There's Bill cutting on the inside. See, when Bill cuts on the inside, I think Doherty can get around on the right side. I think there's a little bit of lag there. There's Lo Celso. Oh! We might be seeing quite a lot of goals from Lo Celso. He was getting forward a lot, especially in that shadow striker role, in behind Kane. But I've got playing. I was thinking of putting Kane as a deep line forward, but I think the centre forward kind of suits like what we're trying to do. But I might be changing that around. We'll see. All right, how we're looking condition wise, we're pretty good. I do like the condition part to where it does give us the condition per game. and not just like a percentage. But Arsenal haven't really done too much, and we've had a little bit more possession. What is this camera angle? We're on director. How's the director just hopped in a helicopter? Like, what the? There's Lo Celso. Sissoko. Ooh. Alright, we might be looking to make subs. You can make subs here, so you can click on a player. So let me have a look. You can see here you can change positions, and within that role you can change the player instructions, touchline shouts, and also substitutes. But you can't really change players in and around each other's positions, so you do have to go into tactic or subs here. So Gareth Bale's looking a bit apprehensive. I mean, it's a North London derby, mate. It's been a while since you've been there. But we don't really have anybody who can play in the winger kind of roles as a bench. I know Dele can kind of play there, but I'm thinking of switching to more of the counter-attack formation. I don't think I showed you guys this. It's playing like a deeper deep line playmaker, and Mez in a box-to-box in midfield, kind of the same defensively and attacking. I'm gonna drop these to fullback supports though. I don't want to be too attacking, so let's have a look. So Ndombele plays the deeper role. We can play Lo Celso there, but I think Lo Celso was looking to come off, was he? He's playing okay. He's playing okay. I'm not too sure about Bale. He's looking apprehensive. I really don't like the body language. I might put Bergwijn on the right side and then play him as a winger, and then I might play Dele Alli coming in off the left. We are bringing Bale off on his first North London derby for 7 years. He shouldn't be looking apprehensive, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so you can see now, like, as we're getting into the 75th minute, like, things are starting to change. We are playing on a cautious mentality. The midfield is pretty tired. They do work pretty hard. I'm going to wait just a little bit more just for it to make another sub. Now the highlight comes. Okay, Aubameyang. Oh, well played, Reguilon. Oh, Dele. Oh, I didn't like that at first. Luis, clear it. Okay. So the goalkeeper, I like some of the save animations from goalkeepers are pretty good. There's a few things I'm not liking so far. Defensive clearances. It just looks so wild compared to real life. And also, like, players seem to sometimes go on some dazzling runs, which is weird. But we've got Dele. Kane! It's 2-0. The game's over. Harry Kane wins the North London derby. Let's go. Arsenal. 0 points out of 2. Spurs, 6 points out of 6. I mean, could you ask for anything more from a Tottenham fan? Arsenal fans, I do apologise. But, you know, it's what happens when you're not the best team in North London. I'm going to say London there because I know Chelsea fans might, you know, have something to say about that. Because their team in the FM, oh, they look very, very scary. Like, very scary. Okay, and it's time to make the subs. We can probably make double subs. So I'm gonna bring Ndombele off for Harry Winks and then Lo Celso. Oh, wait, do I have another centre midfielder? I don't, do I? Alright, I can bring a fullback. Or can I put a... I can't really bring anybody on, can I? It's interesting. Okay, I'm guessing we're gonna make... Actually, no, we're not gonna bring Kane off. I'm not an idiot. Alright, so we're just going to hit the one sub. We'll bring Winksy on for Ndombele. The rest of the midfield can kind of play it out. But yeah, full time. Spurs 2, Arsenal 0. Arsenal didn't really do much. A very Arsenal performance, as you could say, under Arteta. Not creating much and trying to play safe, but when you got Harry Kane in your team. And it's interesting as well, I've noticed a few players scoring hat-tricks and maybe only getting like an 8 rating, not like a 9. So some of that kind of thing is kind of interesting to see. Okay, let's have a look. Let's outstretched arms directly in front of the body in praise. I'm very happy with the result and the way you played. Let's go. Win over Arsenal. That's a good start. We're second in the league. Oh, Villa are top. I mean, is it really that surprising compared to like this year? Arsenal bottom, Leeds bottom. Good start for Leeds. Bad start for Arsenal though. Let's have a look. Who else? Yeah, it's pretty much how you expect it. Chelsea are mid-table. Yeah, just looking at a team. Even if you just go by value, like Kante, Kovacic, Ziyech, Pulisic, Havertz. Yeah, the team is pretty nuts. If you're gonna do a save this year with a team that's gonna be good, like it's gonna be Chelsea. It's gonna be Chelsea indeed. Doherty is injured for a couple of days. We'll leave him to the physio. But yeah, there we go. Second in the league after 2 games. I'm pretty happy. So if we win this game against Shakhtar Soligorsk, is that how you say it? If we win that game and we play Rangers, I'm not too sure when we will. We might play Rangers at like the week after. I might record that one. I'm not too sure. Doing Arsenal again, doing the North London Derby 2.0. I might think about doing that, but I think getting into Europa League is pretty important, and playing against Rangers will be a big game. Are we home or away? I think we're away, right? At Ibrox. Wait, that's the Champions League, isn't it? Yeah, we could be away at Ibrox, so, you know, versus Steven Gerrard. I'm sure many Liverpool fans would love to see Rangers get that win. But yeah, that is going to be all for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This is the first video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.